Hey everyone, Jason Camps here from C Squared Racing, and we're going to bring you an on-site team update video today. So, where am I right now? I'm actually in a park near where my house is, and I am participating in the virtual 5K for this year's Indy Mini. Every year, as some of you may know, as part of the festivals for the month of May that lead up to the Indianapolis 500, they have a mini marathon and a 5K race. So this year, because of the health situation, we are doing it virtually, which makes it easy for me because I can run it where and when I want. But I'm running it today as I'm filming this on the actual day that it normally would be, probably a little bit later in the morning so I could sleep a little bit. I'm actually walking right now through the local Little League field, and there are several games about ready to start, which I feel bad for the kids because it's a cold day out today. But so apologize if you hear some of the PA system in the background. But yeah, we're out and among the community here, which is why I've got my mask on. I have been completely vaccinated, but just being extra safe for everybody else who hasn't. So we're going to keep the mask on when we're out here around people. Later on, if I get into some different areas and I'm not around people anymore, I'll take it down. Also apologize about a breath, because I'm probably not in the best shape to do this. As I'm walking, I figured why not go ahead and tell you guys what's going on with the team. We're away from the ball fields now. We're getting into the areas where I got to worry more about cars than people, so got the mask down and I'm going to slow my pace down a little bit so it's easier to understand what I'm saying. But yeah, so we want to talk about where we're at with the team. And if you've been following our Instagram and following me on Twitter or following our Facebook pages, you probably already heard the announcement a while back that we have decided to repartner with Autolite spark plugs. Of course, we were with them for several years previously, and then due to some business reasons, we had to kind of part ways for a bit. Nothing that was anything having to do with our relationship, but they were going through some things on their end with some restructuring and obviously with the health situation, a lot of places needed to pull back on some things. So we kind of weren't expecting to be able to pull that deal together, but we did kind of at the last minute. So we're proud to say that we're going to be back on Team Autolite for 2021, and hopefully we can keep that going into the future as well, if things work out well. So been an Autolite team now for many years, and we're very proud to be affiliated with that brand. So welcome Autolite to the team. Sorry, not making the announcement in a nice studio environment, but hey, this is all right. All right, so I'm getting close to the road here, so I might pause this video so you don't have to listen to cars go by. So hold on, I'll be right back. We're away from the main road. We're in a cozy little subdivision now, so I should have a minimal number of cars going by and dogs chasing me, and also little kids. Kids looked like they were having some fun at those Little League games, though. I miss that stuff. Yeah, next thing we'll talk about some schedules, right? Because we tend to start our seasons late here with some of the series that we run with SECA and also the karting schedule out east with Kylie and her family. But we do have some schedules to update you on to let you guys know about. SECA schedule is, I don't have them in front of me, obviously. I didn't bring them with me as I'm walking, but we'll put it right here over my shoulder. So I will give you a chance to read that. Primary autocross element this year is going to be Ryan Nansky. I don't know how much we'll get the Camaro out this year. You know, it's to keep costs down with everything that's been going on and the lack of sponsors. We may run, one car this season, but we'll still have both cars out at different events. So you'll still see both of them, and they'll both be doing things. But I don't know how much competition the Camaro's going to see, so look for a lot of updates from the Mustang. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you some cool videos and photos from those events. Road rally is a question mark. We'd like to do some road rally with Sarah and myself as the navigator. Is the role that I've settled into in that discipline. But we don't have any specific commitments yet as far as that. We generally don't run a full season. We don't run for points just because the schedules don't really allow for it because we have overlap with other things. But we will definitely try and see if maybe we can get out there one time because it's a lot of fun and we enjoy it and it's something a little different. So now we'll put up Kylie's schedule. This is the VDKA, or the Virginia Dirt Karting Association schedule that they have announced. Now there may be some other activities going on. They've decided that they would like to maybe travel a bit more and try out some different tracks, or maybe just run in some different point series, maybe on and off. So there probably will be some additional events, and we'll try and keep you up to date. Some of those things get put together kind of at the last minute, but if there's something there that we know about ahead of time, looking for traffic. Sometimes there's cars blocking the sidewalk. You gotta walk around them. But yeah, when we find out about stuff, we'll let you know, and we'll try and make sure that with all of these series, all of these events, that we keep you up to date. As soon as events are over, we'll let you know how we did, and try and bring you any of the media videos and photos as soon as we can. We know you guys want to see those things, so keep on the lookout for that stuff, and we'll hopefully have some great results and some interesting media to show you. And lastly, I thought we'd talk about, well, not lastly, hold on. There's one more little thing at the end of this. But next, we talk about the esports stuff that we're doing. So that's something kind of new. We've talked about it for several years, and it just took the right situation to get involved. And what happened this year, if you've been following us on earlier social media, some of this is old news to you, but there's a team called Gran Premio Esporte, which is Portuguese, and that was started by our friend Christian Alacio, and he brought in some other folks that we know, and everybody that's involved has real world racing experience. So we've got Anthony Concha, who's a rally driver. We've got Joel Harleman, who has been very active in SACA and endurance racing over the years. And obviously Christian is an open wheel guy. And I have been supporting them by helping them with developing their setups for races and strategies, and then managing them during the race. Essentially, I act as the crew chief for all three cars. So I do things like determine when the pit stops are going to be, and what fuel strategies we're going to take, what tire strategies we're going to take, where we want to be in terms of track position, things like that. So all that stuff that a crew chief or a team strategist would do, that's the responsibility I have with those guys. And then leading up to the race, we work on developing all that. So it's a near daily time commitment that I'm involved with these guys every evening, working on the next race. The seasons are very short. We race in the primary series. It's called the VOR IndyCar Series. VOR standing for Velocity Online Racing. And their seasons tend to be, maybe around 8 races. And they're not year to year. They end one season and they kind of start the next. So you can have several seasons within the course of a calendar year. And we're doing a lot better. We're in season 4 right now. We're doing a lot better than we did in previous seasons. So we're kind of excited about where it might go. We've got some tracks coming up where one or all of our drivers are pretty strong. So we're looking forward to that. So again, keep tuned in to our social media and we'll give you updates over on the team pages about how that's going. All those races too are broadcast live over YouTube. The main races that we do are on a channel called Captain TV on YouTube, if you want to check that out. We run Saturday evenings. Coverage usually starts about 7:30 in the evening, and we usually get done, I think, around 9 or 10, depending on the length of the race. So we also have a race coming up in June that takes place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in iRacing in that series, and we're sponsoring that race. So that is going to be the Indy 300, sponsored by C Squared Racing, and that is going to be June 19th. So we'll bring you more information about that as we get closer to it. Some of you may know that we also were the title sponsor of the VOR F1 Championship last season. That season just ended recently, and they are getting ready now to kick off season 2. So we're still talking to them about our involvement there, and we'll keep you posted on our social media about where those talks end up leading and what we ended up being involved in and what our extent of involvement is. But there's other series we get involved in, so we might bring you some updates here and there. We might moonlight in a different series here and there. I'm also running a few series away from Gran Premio Esports, just on my own. So just trying to improve my iRacing resume and get my ratings up and improve my license status and things like that. So I might even do a little running this weekend. So, you know, I might give you some updates on how I'm doing personally. But that's different stuff from what we do with those guys. All right, and the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is, I think this is more about me than the team, but it involves both. I'm strongly considering starting a Twitch channel. In fact, I've actually already started the Twitch channel. I just haven't done anything with it yet. If you try and visit it, it's pretty rough. So I'm kind of learning the ropes about how to do it, what I need to know, and getting all the software I need and all the equipment. And I thought, you know, some of the first things that we would do is, some people were kind of interested. If you follow me on Instagram, you know, I did some iRacing paint schemes for some different cars that I was running in some qualifying leagues. And some of those turned out to be decently popular. People liked them. It was just a way for us to give our sponsors a little extra publicity. And I thought it might be kind of interesting, because a lot of people might want to know how to do that kind of stuff, that maybe we could live stream me working on a couple more. With Autolite coming on board, I thought it'd be nice to do some Autolite paint schemes that we could run in some of these series. So yeah, we might try and do some stuff like that. And there's a lot of videos on YouTube where people kind of show you how to do paint schemes for NASCAR bodies, but not a lot of the other cars in iRacing. So we're going to do anything but NASCAR, just because we feel that's been covered. And I don't run a lot of NASCAR anyway. I want to make cars I'm going to actually drive, so I'm not too much into the NASCAR stuff. But I've got some ideas for a Formula Ford, and maybe another Corvette design, and some other things like that. So if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned, and we'll let you know when that goes live. Now, there's only so much of that I think people want to watch, and I have a lot of other interests outside of racing. I do like playing games on the computer, and I'm going to switch. My arm's getting tired. Gotta switch sides here. There we go. So I think we might do some other things on there that we think are interesting, or that I just enjoy doing. For instance, I'd like to finally finish teaching myself how to play guitar. And there's some other video games that I enjoy playing, and where you have different design modes you can go into, where you can build your own characters and things like that. So I thought maybe if people find that stuff interesting, we can do some of that. So it might be a little bit of a variety channel. It won't just be racing. It won't be under the name C Squared Racing. It'll be under my name, Jason Camps. So once that goes live, we'll let you know. I know I said it about 8 times already, but check our social media. We'll give you more updates on all of these different things that we're doing. I'm coming to a street I got to cross, and so I got to put the phone down so I don't get hit by a car. Turns out I wasn't supposed to cross that street. While I was talking to you guys, I missed my turn. So my route is all screwed up now. But what I mainly have to do is stop when I get to 5K. So when the tracker says I'm at 5K, I can slow down. So I might go ahead and cut a corner off my normal route, just to see if I can get that distance back, because I went quite a ways past my corner that I was supposed to turn at. I am walking this whole thing. One, so that you guys can actually see and hear me. If I was trying to hold this phone up while I was jogging, I don't think it would be a very good video. It's arguable how good a video it is anyway. but as I almost get hit by that tree branch. But I also walk just because, as I mentioned, I am horribly out of shape. And the last time I actually tried to run a race, I almost needed medical help. So, and I was in better shape back then. So we're going to take it easy and walk. But it's a great thing that the Indy Mini folks do every year. I know they're disappointed that this year everything had to be virtual. There's folks all over the area running their own routes. There's probably a lot of people running downtown, running the actual route. But they do a lot of good work. And just because we couldn't all be together in person, that doesn't mean that they stopped. So they've got a lot of cool things going on. Obviously, we've got the 500 coming up here in a little bit. If you're interested in the events going on in Indy, the weekend of the 14th is the Grand Prix. I think it's the 14th and 15th. I might be off by a day there. I'll have a little text annotation here if I am. But, and then of course, following the Grand Prix, we get the weekend after that is qualifying for the 500. And then after that is the 500 itself. And as you know, I will be on pit road working with the track rescue team, making sure that everybody stays safe for that. So that'll be exciting. I'll be there. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you some kind of content from that event. I know the Indy 500 is very interesting to a lot of people, so we'll do our best to keep you guys tuned into what's going on. But be sure to check that out if you can't be one of the few people that's allowed to see it in person. Definitely check it out on television. It's a fantastic event. If you've never seen it, it is the greatest single-day sporting event there is. It is the largest, usually, single-day sporting event in the world. And it's quite a spectacular experience to be there in person. So if you haven't had the chance and you ever get the chance, go ahead and do it. Just once in your life if you can. It's a very spectacular experience. So, but all right, I'm gonna leave it here. The more I keep talking, the more turns I'm gonna miss. And I appreciate you guys coming on this little walk with me. I've still got about 3K to go, I think. I tried to film early in the walk so that I wasn't too out of breath. But we'll finish this up here pretty shortly. Maybe I can pick up the pace once I stop recording. But I'm glad everybody is watching. Thanks for making it to the end. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we appreciate it if you'd hit the subscribe button too. That helps us out a ton. And I'm going to keep walking. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And we'll see you guys on the next lap. Bye, everybody. Hey, everybody, just a quick update. Just finished. Like I said, walked most of it, jogged a little bit. But did pretty close to my 50-minute 5K pace, which, when I walk, that's generally about what I do. And I do it about 50 minutes. About 10 minutes a kilometer, so it's not bad. It feels good. Got some exercise. Kept warm enough even in the cold air out here. I feel pretty comfortable with my C Squared Racing vest and my C Squared Racing logo t-shirt. Let me know if anybody wants these. Maybe we'll sell them in the hat too. Yeah, if you guys are interested in merch, let me know. But yeah, like I said before, thanks for coming with me for my walk. Now I'm really out of breath, really tired, my feet are sore, and I think I'm gonna go get something to eat and drink. Bye, everybody.